Bells. I'm your host, Jeremy Meyer, and today we are going to tie the Uni Knot and the 1620 knot to connect the leader to the micro loop. So I received a lot of requests on how I tie the leader to the micro loop, and like I said, I tie two different knots. For the Uni Knot, I tie above 10 pounds, so the leader systems I use that's above 10 pounds is the 15 and the 20 I use the Uni Knot with, and 10 pounds or less I use the 1620 knot, and you'll see why. The tools you might need is a pair of clippers, clip the tag ends, clean up the leader, a bobbin just to open up the micro loop a little bit. If you're like me, you use the micro loop a lot and you put a new leader on there. You can use a bobbin when you're at home. When you're on the water, I use the needle that's the end of my clippers, so you just slide that micro loop right over it and it opens it right up. Or you can use your barbless hook on one of your flies. I also want to add that the content that I'm putting out is competition style fly fishing, so make sure you subscribe, like, and share my videos and my page to y'all friends, and I can share more content with y'all and we can go on a journey together. I have the micro loop in my right hand and 20-pound test Maxima chameleon in my left. And you're going to put the Maxima right through the micro loop. Now I made the micro loop just big enough for this leader, and the knot we're going to be tying is the Uni Knot, and form a loop. Do it again, just like that. Alright, doesn't need to be too big. Alright, now you pinch the two lines together. Get the tag in, the loop and the line get pinched together. You want to make sure, so my tag in part of the loop is in front. Alright, when you pinch it together, you want to go behind the main line with the tag into the loop. That's one. And since it's 20-pound test, all I need to do is 2 times. That is it. I'm not trying to make a bulky knot. I'm trying to, less is more, especially with the amount, the higher amount of test. So that's it, just 2 times. Pull the tag in to tighten it, not too tight. Alright, and then you work your way down to the micro loop. Alright, and that's it. It is tight. So you got that tag in there. This tag in right here needs to go, so you cut as close as possible. Really close. Make sure you tightened the knot as much as you could. And that's it. Now for a smaller micro leader, I like to use the 1620 knot. I'll perform that as soon I'm done with this one. As you can tell, it's nice and flush. It's going to go right through the guides perfectly. Alright, so the second knot is for my microliters. Microliter can be 10 pounds or less. I'm just using this 20 pound for an example so you can see it. So once again, go through the micro loop. Alright, now this is what I use for my microliter, which is about, microliter is anything that's 10 pounds or less. You go through the micro loop, you pinch both lines, the tag end and the main line, fold the tag line over, and start wrapping. I do about 3 to 4 times with 10 pounds, and the less you go, and the lower the test pounds you use on your leader, the more wraps you do. And then the loop that you created from the fold, you go right through there. Pull, nice and snug. You just make sure you work it down. As you can tell, the 1620 does not work well. 20 pound test, so that's why it looks all weird. But 10 pounds or less, it works amazingly. You can get a tighter knot. So that's why, if you're wondering why I use the Uni Knot for a larger test and a 1620 knot for a smaller test on the Maxima. It's a slip knot, so it tightens on the line instead of tightening on the micro loop. And these two knots worked fantastic for me over the years. I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you for your comments, and be sure to subscribe and share my videos.